Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I wanted to bring this article up again from Verizon's News Center. Angie Klein to lead Verizon Value Business. The reason I wanted to bring this up and I wanted to discuss this because I wanted to look at it from a different point of view. So in this current environment, the way the economy is right now and where financial analysts are projecting it's going to head and get worse in 2023, in this type of environment as a business, especially Verizon, it is going to be for this company, it is going to be equally important to retain your customers in this environment as it is to grow the base. So that's going to be a very, very tall task for Verizon in this environment because they have a perception issue. They are perceived to be the most expensive carrier on the postpaid side. Now, Verizon has been trying to change that perception, but it didn't really work. So if you look at the patterns, right, you look at Verizon bringing the welcome plan. They brought that in. That was marketed and advertised for a little bit. I'm told it didn't work. Then they started pivoting to the Apple One, right, including that on the separate Apple plan. We saw that marketed for a little bit. I'm told that didn't work. And now those two, if you look at TV, if you look at the current marketing, that did not work. It's not even being marketed anymore. Now Verizon has pivoted and they're talking about network again. If you've seen the recent Verizon commercials, they're moving to bringing up the network again, which is their premium product. According to them, again, that's not me, that's Verizon saying it. So now Verizon has to look at, okay, what do we do? How do we pivot? And they have to pivot very quickly. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. They have to pivot very quickly. Like I said in the beginning, it is equally important in this economy today to retain your customer as it is to grow, especially, like I said, for Verizon, because they are the most expensive carrier. So how do they do that? Well, Angie Klein is going to take over the Verizon Value business starting January 1st, 2023. She is going to have a tough going in 2023. She's going to have to position each of the brands, the prepaid brands, uniquely with value and potentially, right, like I said, retaining the customer on postpaid that's getting ready to leave. You may have to step them down to prepaid. At least you can still keep them in the Verizon ecosystem. That's what I'm going to call it now, ecosystem, because Verizon has so many brands out there. Yes, they're going to make less revenue off of that customer because they're going to pay a lot less going the prepaid, but you're not losing that customer altogether. You're retaining the customer. So it's either you retain the customer with loyalty discounts on postpaid if they're wanting to leave, or if that's not enough, you have to step them down to a lower price, right? You can still offer and pitch the welcome plan and some of your other cheaper plans if that's going to work, but you have to pivot very quickly if you're Verizon, especially given their recent churn, especially given what we're seeing in the market today with a lot of people complaining about congestion where C-band hasn't been built out yet. That's going to be very important. A lot of people are going to question, hey, why am I paying this amount, the highest amount in the industry, and my phone is slow? Now, I know at scale, I said Verizon still has the best ranked network, and that's at scale, but that doesn't mean individual anecdotal experiences aren't bad. And those customers are likely to churn in this economy. They are likely to churn. Actually, they are very, very likely to churn. So just keep that in mind as we go through the rest of this year. It's going to be very important for Verizon to retain their customers. I still think that might honestly, in my opinion, that might honestly be most important right now for Verizon, is to retain its customers. I don't know where the churn goes. But all I know is the public statements from Verizon. They told us churn was high in the third quarter. That ended up being true. They told us at the earnings call Q4 was going to be bad and that they wouldn't see a potential turnaround until the first quarter of 2023. So we're going to have to see how that turns out. We'll definitely be tuned in, but I just wanted to make this video looking at it from the retention point of view, right? Retaining the customer, and that being potentially more important than growing the base. Because if you're in the business right now of competing and you're losing more customers than you're gaining, then all the competitiveness is all for nothing. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Just wanted to pick your guys' brain, see what you think about it. For those of you who stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.